Greetings, Cougar Nation. This is Mr. Chitty, Superintendent, reporting to you today from the South Campus. This is the last of our Chitty check-ins before school starts, and we decided today to start here where our current preschool through 8th grade will be attending school starting in just a couple of weeks. And so we're going to showcase some of the special locations and the new changes. So let's go check in with Mrs. Cross. Okay, here on the South Campus, in an elementary classroom, a brand new room, new grade. Much has changed at the South Campus since you saw it last. I'm joined here by Mrs. Chris Cross, our pre-K through 8th grade principal, and she will be overseeing this campus this year in the classroom and making sure that great learning is happening for your students. So Mrs. Cross, it's been kind of a boring summer around here.
Oh, so boring. I've been sleeping all summer. Sleeping in, getting here by 10, leaving by noon.
Actually, I can attest, she's practically been living here. There's been so much going on. She's worked so hard to make this new start of the school year just what it should be. So tell us a little bit, Mrs. Cross, about what your summers look like in the last several weeks.
So every teacher in this building has moved. So we've just all shifted around because we've had our new preschool room. So that started at the beginning, then pre-K moved into kindergarten. Kindergarten moved around to where first grade is. First grade slid to second grade. So lots of action here. We are now standing in what would have been a 5th grade room last year, which is now Mrs. Causey's room, 3rd grade. So Mrs. Causey and Mrs. Ridge, also our new 3rd grade room, are now taking over the 5th grade rooms. We've also installed a STEM classroom, a resource room, updated every classroom in the building, and a new art room. So lots of exciting things.
Yeah, so if I recall correctly, when you walk in our building outside the main office, you basically going to travel pre-K all the way with our now middle school, junior high at the far end, and upstairs where the high school used to be.
Yes, so upstairs. So Mr. Iliff now has a lab for science as well as a classroom. So there's going to be great learning going on.
So much has changed. I have a hard time keeping track. I have to go to Mrs. Cross all the time to find out where we're going next. In fact, we're going to check out a couple more spaces right now. We're heading to the STEM room.
Ooh, awesome.
Standing in the brand new GCA STEM Makerspace. This is a premium room for your child's learning. We're so excited to bring this to GCA. So Mrs. Cross, tell us about what happens in this room.
So this is going to be what we call our makerspace. So if everybody's heard of STEM before, so we have now purchased a K-8 curriculum for STEM. We have a new teacher for STEM, so the students will come in here and they'll make bristle bots, or they'll make something out of these wood planks. So it's a chance for them to think creatively, to problem solve, and to work through building something together as a team. But the coolest part, Mr. Chitty, I don't know, I just have to show you. Watch this. These are magnetic stools. I don't know why, but they make me happy. Look at that.
That's awesome, Mrs. Cross. And so this is a space dedicated to producing, promoting the creativity of your child here while at GCA. So we think we've got all the bases covered. Mrs. Cross, anything else new you'd like to mention that's happening at the South Campus?
Working on a library here. So we've taken out some of the lockers in the 1st and 2nd grade hallway that used to be, and we're going to put a library down in there. So that's going to be awesome. We've got a new resource room for your students who maybe needed a little extra help. They can go in that room, work with some of our talented teachers, get caught up, and get right back into their classroom. So many things. Oh, one more thing, Spanish. We have a whole new Spanish program for at least 2nd to 8th grade. It's amazing around here. We have been busy.
It has been a summer like GCA probably has never experienced, and we are thrilled to bring this to you in just a few short days. And so thank you, Mrs. Cross, for taking the time to highlight all that's happening here on South Campus. Here at the South Campus in the main office with Director of Admissions, Angel Harris, and she's had nothing to do this summer. Just kidding. It has been a whirlwind around here as the word has gotten out about GCA. So tell us, Angel, what's been happening this summer in your world?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the current families for re-enrolling. We had a huge success with that this year, so thank you. Also wanted to let you know how busy I've been with the new parents and the new families. We had to bring extra help in to get everything processed, so we're super excited about that. Still continue to spread the word. We feel like that God has got great things for GCA, so just keep us in prayer, and maybe the numbers will keep coming in, and we're super excited.
As Angel and her team has done a great job. Special thanks to Angel, Julie Kirby, and others who have been behind the scenes making this happen as we continue to put this wonderful school at the forefront of our community. So look forward to seeing you soon. As you can probably tell, we've had a very busy summer here at South Campus. Let's go check out what's happening at GCA North. So standing here at GCA North with Director of Facilities Lee Bigelow, and it's been a crazy summer here at GCA North and South. Our summers are typically very busy for our facility crew as they prepare for the next school year, but this year has been a little bit unusual with all that's happening. So Lee, tell us a little bit about how this summer's gone for you and your crew and how you feel about the start of the school year.
Well, obviously it was a huge summer. I mean, we not only have to do normal work at our other facility, but now we had to turn 8 weeks to turn this one into a high school. So yeah, I mean, without the crew that we had, without Alderson, without Steve in the other building, pretty much just taking that one on himself so that I could concentrate on this one with the crew over here. It was, a lot of people didn't think we could do it. It was kind of touch and go there for a while, but we pulled it off. We should be good to go August 10th. Ready to rock and roll and have some school.
Awesome. Well, Lee and his crew has done a great job, and Jason, a new staff member here on this North Campus, has done fabulous work. We've actually hired out many young people, high school students and college students that have helped us and are working now behind the scenes to prepare this school, both campuses for your students. So Lee, thanks so much for all you've done, and there's still some work to be done. So if somebody wants to still chip in and help before school starts, how can they do that?
This Saturday we're having a work day from 1 to 4. So Cougar Nation, if you'll come out, we can use all hands on deck to unload boxes and get stuff out and get set up for the classroom. So we would love your help.
So this Saturday, July 31st, is it at this campus that
Yes,
people come to?
this campus.
So come to GCA North if you're interested in helping this Saturday afternoon, and we'll put all this together and ready for the start of our great school year. Here we are at GCA North, standing in a state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind dry science lab. And I'm here with Mrs. Randall, our high school principal, and you are seeing behind us some of the wonderful items that have been added to this special space. So Mrs. Randall, tell us a little bit about this room and why this room is so special to GCA.
So we have 2 science labs. We have a dry lab and a wet lab. And so in this room, this is where we are going to dissect things, look at blood, check out body systems, and then in our wet lab next door is our chemistry, our ICP, our physics class, complete with new eye wash stations and fume hoods, a chemical prep center, just things that there are entire industries that don't have in their facilities. We have in our new science
That's
lab.
awesome. And I'm guessing we didn't just Google this and come up with this on our own, right? So how did we design all this? Did you have some help?
We did. So we have a parent, Mr. Bandy. He designs labs for Lily, and he came and specifically built to this building and the needs of our students, created the best learning environment for both of our labs.
Thank you, Mr. Bandy. And
Yeah.
I think this goes without saying, but I'm guessing you're pretty excited about the start of this school year.
I am more than excited about the start of this school year. We are going to be spread out and moving about, and most of all, just doing what schools do, learn.
We're so excited, and this is a special space. We can't wait for you to see it. And August 10th, just around the corner.
And August 9th is back to school night for our high school. It is going to be a showcase, a time for you to come and check out the building in its complete form.
Thank you, Mrs. Randall.
All right, see you there.
Standing here with Director of Athletics, Devin Gray, as we overlook Center Court here at GCA North. And obviously this is a special place for our entire school now that we have 2 campuses dedicated to 2 distinct divisions, but there's certainly a whole new world for our athletic program with our new facilities expansion. So Devin's been hard at work all summer, coordinating and preparing for this upcoming athletic season, but But Devin, talk to us a little bit about how these new facilities, how does it make you feel as athletic director to step into facilities like this?
I think I still remember the first conversation we had about acquiring these facilities, and my jaw just dropped. You know, as an athletic director, especially for a 1A school, it's second to none, really. It's a game changer for our athletic programs. I just think about the strength and conditioning program that we launched this summer for high school athletes. We've got a great strength and conditioning coach that started. I mean, this facility up here to accommodate so many more athletes, so much more equipment, and then you look over multiple basketball courts to accommodate multiple volleyball teams, basketball teams. Don't have to, you know, go to rent all these different places throughout the community now. I mean, the indoor turf soccer field, seeing our soccer teams practice on an indoor turf field. What other high school has that? So we definitely feel blessed.
Yeah, it's truly a blessing, and this will be a space that we can not only use for athletics, but even some talk about our annual Chuck and Duck dodgeball tournament maybe being located here in the weeks to come. More information coming soon. Well, we appreciate Mr. Gray, and actually we've had two new additions to our athletic department. Robert Salazar, our middle school athletic director, and Kirsten Gast, our athletic secretary. They've done fabulous work in the short time that they've been here to continue to grow GC Athletics. So we appreciate Mr. Gray. Looking forward to seeing everybody show up this year to support Cougar Nation.
Absolutely.
Here with Kevin Jackson, our Dean of Family Care, and actually Mr. Jackson, as last year, will be servicing our entire student body and parents and families, but will be located primarily on the North Campus throughout the school year. And we're standing here in the hallway that leads over to the Community Church of Greenwood. And again, as we've said before, we are so grateful and thankful for the church and their vision and partnering with us to allow us to use this wonderful facility for our high school. Mr. Jackson's been hard at work. I cannot tell you the many things that he's been a part of, and currently working on parking lot, pickup, drop-off routes to send to you. So Mr. Jackson does so many things for our school. But Mr. Jackson, tell us a little bit about this year as we think about partnering with the Community Church of Greenwood. I know Chapel's going to have a little different look for our high school students next year. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Chapel will be meeting in CCG Sanctuary, and we are partnering with CCG's worship pastor, Matt Archibald. He is going to mentor and lead our chapel band, and so that'll be an after-school activity that he can do, and he will be here a couple days a week in our building working with kids, leading a worship mentor group. So we're really excited to have his partnership. He was very excited, said he's been looking for ways to help us, and so it's a great fit.
Yeah, that's great. And you know, families, you know this, but I want you to hear it from me again. The spiritual formation and growth of your children is our number one priority. We happen to do it in a wonderful school setting. They're here to get an education, but we will always commit to doing it God's way from a biblical worldview. And Mr. Jackson is a big part of building relationships and partnering with your children and you, families, as we strive to help you grow your children in a way that would be pleasing to the Lord. So appreciate Mr. Jackson and all of his work, and we're looking forward to a great start to the school year. Well, that's a wrap, GCA Nation, and you just had the opportunity to hear from a few of our staff members who have been working very diligently this summer, along with many others, to prepare this brand new school year. As you know, or may know, our theme for this year is Growing for God's Glory, based upon Colossians chapter 2, verses 6 and 7. And we are seeing it up close and personal in our facilities, in our strategic plan, in enrollment. All is moving in the right direction. We are so thankful for your prayers and your support, and excited about all this current school year upcoming has to offer. And we look forward to seeing you really soon. And thanks for your patience during this longer video. We had much to show. We could have shown much more, but we wanted you to see all that's been happening behind the scenes. So we look forward to seeing you very, very soon, and reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns.